Hello champions! We've been playing this game a while now and we've opened a lot of boosters and we've begun to notice a pattern. We've opened boosters indoors and outdoors. We've opened them inside phone boxes and on trains. We've opened them in busy railway stations as well as quiet railway stations, and we've even tried to get onto platform 9 3/4 to do it there. We've opened them in sports stadiums, in quiet English villages, and at really loud heavy metal concerts. But no matter where we were, one thing was always constant, other than the fact that people leave the most disgusting things in phone boxes, obviously. It turns out that the cards stop at 278, which has been fine for learning the game and having fun, but you can't build a death deck with only wizard champions, or only Mordaunt or spirit units, or even elves. And as for our vehicle only deck, do us a favour. Theme decks might not be everyone's cup of tea, but the small card pool and lack of neutral cards to help add variety has really become noticeable. But rejoice, as Playfusion has read your mind with another 128 cards arriving on November the 27th, 2018. They come in the same format of 24 card booster boxes, with 13 cards to a pack, which consists of 6 commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare, 2 guaranteed champion or blessing cards, and 1 guaranteed foil card. Each faction will receive 9 units, 5 champions, 4 spells, 5 abilities, and 3 blessings. And as there are no neutral champions, they aren't that radical, and probably no neutral units either, this means a lot more neutral spells, abilities, and blessings, like this one here. Or this one here. And what's that? That funny symbol introduces realm magic. 2 sets of cards representing the realms fire and life that meet at the city of Hammerhall, which the 4 grand alliances are fighting over in this expansion. If you choose to include spells and blessings from one realm in your deck, then you can't include any from the other. So choose wisely, adventurers. If you can't wait, Playfusion have already put up more than half the set online. So go press your nose against the screen like some Dickensian orphan at a Christmas toy shop window. Plus, each faction card now has its faction symbol as a watermark in the text box. How neat is that? Guess we can take down this video then. Right, that's it. You lot can shove off now. We're going to start scouting out locations to open Onslaught boosters. Like here, for example. This looks suitably picturesque. What's that? You want some insightful analysis? Look, we don't go in for that sort of shenanigans round here. We just give you the facts so you can make up your own mind. All right, you've twisted our arm. Operator, get me those United States of America. Ah, noob, remember those coin capsules we sent you? Good, we've got a little job for you.
All right, everybody, hello, my name is Telltale Noob. I want to give a huge shout out right now to Arkham Chronicle for letting me come in to talk to you about their 2 cards that they got as a preview. These cards have me extremely excited. I have been following the Age of Sigmar reveals for Onslaught since they started. I have been extremely interested in everything that's come out. I think this new set looks really, really good. They've done a lot of cool stuff with spells. I think that they've tried to correct some of the issues that spells have had so far. But these 2 cards really don't have anything to do with that. So they asked me to come in and give you my initial impressions on these 2 cards, which I was floored. I can't believe it. It was amazing. So thank you. Now, the Purifier Brazier is the first one I wanted to talk about. There's 2 things about this card that are very interesting to me. And in my meta right now, we haven't had a lot of tournaments, but I think that this is a great sideboard blessing. Almost an auto include. So that's an interesting takeaway, number 1. The number 2 interesting takeaway here is that it is a neutral blessing, meaning anybody has access to this. I like that a lot, and I like that they've gone this route because that means in future expansions we might be seeing more stuff like this. Now what it does is every time a highlighted enemy deploys a unit, they're going to take 1 point of damage for doing so. Now, in the current meta, stacking is a big thing, especially with destruction, but a little bit with death. They do it too. And with this new set, if you've been following the releases as well, you've probably noticed that there is a lot of stuff coming out, especially in the destruction side, where they are manipulating their stacks. The size of the stacks, they can take away from the top of the stack, and etc., which means they could restack later, things like that. Stacking it's a big thing. I figured it was going to be a big thing from the beginning, and it has turned out to be that. And they've made it more interesting now with the stack manipulation cards that are coming out with Onslaught. And this is going to be a fantastic inclusion in your deck when you're going up against others who are using stacking to their benefit. Because stacking is when you deploy a card on top of another card. So you have one unit on the field, you stack another unit, but you're deploying that unit. So they're going to take a point of damage every single time. And that's why I think that this blessing is incredible. Very cool blessing. It is a rare, so it might be a little bit difficult to get, but phenomenal nonetheless. I really like Purifier Brazier. Now, the second card is actually something completely different, and this has me excited because I am the biggest closet fan of the Lord Relictor, and there is absolutely no reason to be loving the Lord Relictor as much as I do. Now, he was a set 1 card. You guys probably know what he does, but real quick, if you don't, every time you gain 4 or more health off of him, he's going to rotate a nearby Stormcast Eternal backwards 1 step. Stand Together is a wizard ability, which is playable by him, and you gain 3 health plus 1 for each unit that is next to them, meaning you are going to be getting 4 from your Lord Relictor, at least hopefully, meaning you're going to be able to rotate your guys off of that Lord Relictor. The ability to keep your guys on the field and slow play your units out where you're not trying to rush through necessarily is absolutely incredible. But there are so many cool things that you can do with this card. You already had the gift of Sigmar, so you can now have 6 cards in your deck that can give you enough life where you can be rotating cards backward 1 step time after time after time. You add in healing spells, you add in a couple of quick damage shields, and I think that you can, with this card, start to build an order deck that is able to stick around for the long haul. And I really like that. And like I said, there's no reason to like the Lord Relictor as much as I do right now, but with this kind of support being a neutral ability, so anybody else can take it, and that means that anybody else with wizards who is relying on one of their corners to be a heal, this is just a good card to include. 3 health is nothing to sniff at most of the time. That's a pretty big gain, and when it can go up to 5 just for playing this 1 quick ability card, that's pretty good. This one is only common as well. It seems really good for a common, at least I think so. In the right deck, with the right strategy, with the right synergy, a lot of people might look at this and just sort of gloss right over it and think, oh, that's boring. What would I ever need to do this for? There's things out there you can do to make this card extremely interesting. Now, it's not going to go in every deck. This is not an auto-include. You don't always want to have it. It is an ability for a wizard and a wizard only. But I still really like it. Anybody can take advantage of this if they have a wizard in their deck, especially if they have that healing circle on one of their quests. Perfect. So I really like both of these cards, and I want to give one more huge shout out to Arkham Chronicle for letting me come in here and give my thoughts, my initial takeaways on these 2 cards. I'm really excited about the new set. I hope you guys are too. I've been Telltale Noob. I will speak with you again very soon.
Cheers, noob! And don't forget the Relictor can affect any highlighted unit, not just Stormcaster ones. Thank you for joining us, champions, and if it's your first time watching our channel, boy, you must be traumatized. Run! Run away! Save yourselves!